Shalom Akim. Hold on there. Yeah, Shalom. You want to give all praises to the Most High. Yahweh Basham Yoshai. Bahar Kwakadash Shali Yahweh Yahushai. Right, double honor to you. Let's get me so natural well and salutation to the brothers. Pushing this with instance and sincerity. This is a bar from Trinidad.com. Alright, I'm here to do a video. We know what's going to some scriptures and what really came on my mind. Came to me, came to my spirit. Right? Is my gate here. Deuteronomy 28. Right? Verse 47. You say, because thou servest not Yahweh thy power with joyfulness and with gladness of heart for the abundance of all things, therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which Yahweh shall send against thee in hunger and in thirst, and in nakedness and in want of all things, and he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee. Right? And then continue going down, talking about the destruction, what going to happen to Israel. Right? So, because we didn't serve the Lord with joyfulness and with gladness of heart, for everything. Right? And that's a serious thing, that's a real serious thing. And that's why, I'm get here. That's why the Most High, Job was really precious on the Most High sight. I'm get here. There was a man, Job 1:1. He said there was a man in the land of Uz whose name was Job, and that one was perfect and upright, and one that feared Yahweh and eschewed evil. He hated evil, and he was perfect, right? And when you look at it, when you go into the story of Job, what's all the bad things that happened to Job, and Job thanked the Lord. Job thanked the Lord in the good and the bad. You understand? He thanked the Lord in the good and in the bad. Right? So, he show you how we're supposed to really be. And, at the damage of what it was recently, I couldn't walk. Right? And I was angry at first. Because I'm a family to take care of and thing, and I was angry at first. But then it didn't hit me. Because I like I'm a better and I can't walk on. Frustration and whatnot, I have bills and things to pay too, and I'll study, concerning scriptures really and truly, this is a guide, this is a tool, this is the main thing, this is a lifeline, the scriptures. And when I really check it hit me now, like, hey, what, really and truly, it came to remembrance now. The scripture says, Jude, though you once knew this, it came back to memory, that, hey, you have to thank the Lord in season, out of season, how you going to really show your loyalty, your gratitude, it's like, what they say, you want your undivided attention, your all, it's like your all, right? And if things bad at you and then you complain and you sobbing and whatnot when things bad, how you can be a faithful servant? The Lord give you all things, and this is one of the reasons why we ended up like this. But he wasn't thanking the Lord, he wasn't thankful for everything, So when I studied Job was thanking him in the good, the bad, still thank the Lord, and that's how we ought to be. Right? That the scripture say here, complainers, long time I bring on this one. Complainers. And if I get here, Jude 1:16, say, right. These are murmurers, complainers, walking after their own lusts, and their mouths speaketh great swelling words, having men's persons in admiration, because of advantage. Now, when you're talking about, it has scripture will say about the Lord hate murmurers and complainers, right? Be not murmurers. Yes. Let's I could find that. Let's I could find it here. Is this one? No. To execute judgment 59. To execute judgment upon all, and to convince all that are ungodly among them of all their ungodly deeds which they have ungodly committed, and of all their hard speeches which ungodly sinners have spoken against them. These are murmurers, complainers, walking after their own lusts, and their mouth speaketh great swelling words, having men's persons in admiration because of advantage, and hey, that going back to trying to please men also, going to Galatians 1 and 10. If you will be the servant of the Most High, you shouldn't be a man to please man. Right? When you talk about the murmurers and complainers, right? You complaining, but the Lord has to do everything for good. That the scripture say all things work out good to them that love the Most High. So we murmuring and complaining about everything that happened, good or bad, is to the Lord. That is scripture going to, when a man eat of the Lord. If he don't eat, he don't eat of the Lord. And that man has to be fully persuaded in his own mind, own spirit. You understand? Everything is unto the Lord. You telling me the Lord the Most High, right? Yahweh Hashem, all powerful and almighty, the only God, the true and living power, can't do something for you, right? You think, they go say, well, boy, sometimes I really take my time and try to weigh out this, If something is in me, the Lord put something for me, or try to give me something, you think he would use, because we always talk about the left hand and the right, the left side and the right side. You think you use something, I try to serve him and follow him and be a faithful servant. Right, and I follow his words. If you're going to use something, like something evil, or come from evil to give me, he can't do it. He can't give me it from good, or from something good, to give me that to bless me. You have to bless me with something evil. You have to be real spiritual. You have to hire your God up. You go say, hey, this is the Lord here, yes? The Lord make that way for me to do that. And it's the wrong way. The Lord can do it the right way. The Lord that you're shorting the limit in the Lord. You have to be really spiritually minded. You understand? So it's really going back to where a man study his own self, he lost. You understand? He study his belly, his desire. You have to be spiritually minded. You understand how a man go live? What is really life now, boy? How a man living by the word of the Most High, not by bread alone. So now I was really rock back and I studied, hey, what's Job been through? So when I was in my bed now, after about 2 more days, I started to limp. The pain was getting less and less, and I was like, hey, you know what, Lord, for real, I have to thank you in this time and all too. Because you know what? As I started to understand, I started to grow, understand, hey, you won't always be like this. You damage your hand or you break your hand, you don't always be break forever. That's why the scripture says when a woman is delivered of she travail with the baby. She'll be in pain, but as the baby is out, the pain stop, the pain go out, she don't start the pain again. You understand? She get delivered of that pain. So like same way, when we mind for. That's for a reason the Lord know what He's doing. You understand? You have to have faith in the Lord to know, hey, it's all things is for good. You understand? And if you can thank the Lord and bless the Lord, not seeing, you understand? Not seeing what ahead, that is a faithful servant, you just know it's for good. You understand? You thanking the Lord, not even seeing what ahead are you, You don't know what He's doing, but you know the Lord doing something. The Lord with you have to understand it. The Lord with me. What is your faith behind that? Saying the Lord with me. Continue doing the right thing, despite what it's looking like. You're not seeing ahead, but you know, hey, you're trusting the Lord to deliver you out. And I thank the Lord before you even see what happened. Then you say, hey, that didn't happen now. Wait, but the Lord deliver me. That is a good servant. That's a servant also, But what about the one who not seen and still believe it? Looking bad, but you still believe in the Lord going to deliver me, despite you can't see. The one who's seeing, it's going to be good. Yeah, someone who really showing the faithfulness, who really showing them more faithful, the faithful to the Lord. That remind me of precept here, boy. In Ezra, believe the thing that I say. First Ezra 2, second Ezra 1, verse 37. He said, I take to witness the grace of the people to come, whose little ones rejoice in gladness, and though they have not seen me with bodily eyes, yet in spirit they believe the thing that I say. You understand? And now, brother, behold what glory, and see the people that come from the east. Yeah. So they didn't see me, they didn't see no prophets, they didn't see all these things, But yet in spirit they believe the thing that I say. You understand? They believe what the Lord say. They believe it. And they didn't see it at that time. But I can't remember. But they believe the things that he said. You understand? That is faithfulness. That is what is faith. And I think his faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. So that is faith. Undefiled faith. You understand? You're not seeing, but you believe. So I don't know. Yeah, I remember, that's why I went through other things also. It was pain, but I know it would come to an end. And I started thanking the Lord. I can't even walk, I was thanking the Lord. Because I know I'll be able to walk. I was thanking him for the abundance. I get it, I damage my foot. Alright, that's for a reason. What are you trying to show me now? It helped me to grow, to be wise now. Hey, certain things I'm not supposed to be doing again. Check it out. So it's really, everything is happening for a reason, for to examine yourself. And that's what I did. Then I complain and murmuring. The scripture is for reproof, correction. You understand? This is how we ought to be. This is our lifeline here. So we're supposed to walk by it. Walk in it. You understand? And after that, when I was thanking Lord, I like, yeah, Lord, when I started to walk good now, hey, I remember how I was before, that I couldn't walk. And I appreciated how I could walk now. I'm grateful for being able to walk now. And I know I'm working now, that Elam talking to me. And he said something, and it stick with me a little bit. Because I study what he say concerning children. And he say, yeah, everybody has be hasty to correct, to be on the children. Like if a child making noise, or doing something, or running up and down, you hurry to tell the children, stop running. But you have to remember, there won't always be children. They won. And then he say, you always hurry to tell them, stop running. But if the child was in a wheelchair and he couldn't run, you'd wish he could have run with all the other children. You'd wish that he could have run. So be thankful, to be ungrateful, And I started to think that, like, way, and that's a lamb, And I like, way, yeah, boy, most I know how we doing things, Could learn all over, I could learn all around here. And that what the scripture also say, entertain strangers. Whereby don't entertain a stranger, might entertain an angel unaware. So, you know what? I understood that. So I listened to him, I gave my hearing, and I hear what you talking about. I wasn't ready to that's but is that Elam, you can't tell me anything, no? You understand? You don't know who the Lord using to talk to you, to guide you. You understand? So to humble you, to be humble, to listen. You understand? Give ear. Right? Now he said, as much as light and you live peaceably with all men too. They would talk to you, and you would get things, and you would learn, you would grow. Right? You have to know what you're about also. Same way, you know who you're serving. Not a budget, not a chef. Excuse me. Yeah. So, I studied that way. Yeah, boy. That is some nice wisdom there for real. you know. And then now, yeah, as I say now, so I started to thank the Lord. And when I was walking again, I was even more happy, I was grateful, I appreciated, hey, but I couldn't walk what it was, So I appreciated that, hey, Lord, I can walk now, I'm thankful, I'm willing to walk and do things. Because things that I couldn't do, or things that I didn't do when I could have walked, you understand? I realized how important it was now, hey, I can walk. Things that I want to do now that I can't walk, I see the difference. Things that I didn't do when I could have walked, and things that I wanted to do when I couldn't walk. So now I'm walking again, I'm doing things. I'm making sure, hey, yeah, boy, that's a small thing to do, yeah. Get up and do it. Even complain and move, man, oh gosh. Yeah, let's get up and do it, you know? Not all the time to make me see, to have a time and a season for everything. So I understand, hey, yeah, boy. Then I know it's the time, that we have to repent and turn back unto the Lord and show that brotherly love, Work out with salvation, fear and trembling. You understand? Be mindful. Watch how we judge, watch how we dealing with things, watch how we balancing things. You understand? Righteous judgment. All these things, To be better be mindful. And try not to offend as much as possible, but the scripture says we offend many, even by words, For many things we offend, even by words. I believe roughly paraphrasing, So yeah. So I started to see things different now. So just like this precept here too. Talking about the murmurs and the complainers, right? That precept in this fucking find it here, boy. And you talk about from the Deuteronomy, where you saying, you're ungrateful now, boy. Try to thank the Lord now. The good and the bad, the indifferent. Or try to be thankful and appreciate everything, the bad and all. You understand? I am thinking second is just 7, right? I say I get it, and I get some understanding, being in that situation. And for so long, I need to a while now, about 5-6 years, and what going on, I now already understand the scripture because that incident happened recently. So it's patience too, right? It's really patience also. The second is just 7, right? Starting from 1, and when I had made an end of speaking these words, there was sent unto me an angel which had been sent unto me the nights afore. And he said unto me, Up, Esdras, and hear the words that I am come to tell thee. And I said, Speak on, my power. Then said he unto me, The sea is set in a wide place, that it might be deep and great. But put the case, the entrance was narrow and like a river. Who then could go into the sea and look upon it to rule it? If he went not through the narrow, how could he come into the broad? You understand? If he didn't go through the narrow, how he could come into the... So if he didn't take the small part, the struggling part, how he could come into the niceness, to the glory then? How he could come to this enjoy it now? Don't jump the gun. There is also another thing. A city is builded and set upon a broad field, and is full of all good things. The entrance thereof is narrow, and is set in a dangerous place to fall, like as if there were a fire on the right hand, and on the left a deep water, and only one part between them both, even between the fire and the water, so small that there could but one man go there at once. If this city now were given unto a man for an inheritance, if he never shall pass a danger set before it, how shall he receive this inheritance? You understand? So you know what? Hey, I understood that, hey, when my foot was bad, thank the Most High for it, appreciate it, despite what. That when I get the good now, when I get back good, I would appreciate it more now. You understand? I appreciate my foot more, the importance more. Same way with salvation, we blessing. You understand? We're going through the struggle here now. We're pushing the word, men scoffing at us. It's having a little rift sometimes. You understand? Some men, as the scripture says, certain things happening, we've seen the scriptures plainly. You understand? It does be frustrating. At times. But these things are only frustrating when you love the brothers. So when they go through certain things, it's going to be tough. But you know what? Hey, it's unto the Lord. So whenever you do anything, do it as unto the Lord, as the scripture say. Forgive unto the Lord. Because you forgiveness for yourself. So you're doing everything as unto the Lord. And studying your brother also. Like I said, no man yet hate his own flesh, you know. And I said, give yourself. Oh, I shall love the church. You know, you love them. I love your wife. That's for really for your wife too, but you love them as you love yourself. And no man can never love the Lord and hate his own brother. You understand? So these things are trying to apply. And I started to say, you know what? I do it unto the Lord, whatever what I be. Until I was our brother asking to do something, do it as unto the Lord. You understand? And if you do it unto the Lord, you will not do nothing half-hearted. You won't do nothing that's like whatever. You understand? You'll be all up to do it. All up and sprite, yeah. Can the Lord tell you, you know? Yeah, what shall I tell you? Right? So I study here, you know what? Because we didn't serve the Lord with joyfulness, boy, and gladness of heart for the abundance of all things. And the Lord in all of us. The brother to my right and the brother to my left. How are I supposed to deal with them? As unto the Lord. You understand? And you know what? Even if you go, it could go even deeper than that. The Most High control all spirits. All spirits. And that's why he tell that one of the things he tell me, you know what? You live as much as light and you live peace with all men. Because you know what? He can use all spirit. He put them over us. If you go to Romans 13. You understand? If you don't humble yourself to the judgment, how they dealing with you? He put them to punish us here. So humble yourself. You understand? So unto the Lord. You understand? Obedience is better than sacrifice. Do that unto the Lord. Let tell you something that grievous unto you. The Lord is going to deliver you. Because first thing first, we here to be punished. And to get back yourself correct. You understand? So it's not supposed to be one hunky door and nice here. You understand that? It's not easy to accept, but that is what it is. You understand? By you complaining and kicking up on you going against the Lord will. You understand? Then why you have to deliver you from then? If you're trying to defend your own self and kick up on, what does he have to deliver you from? Why you have to come to deliver you then? Then you good. You don't need the Lord. You understand? So you have to humble yourself and go according to the scriptures. Oh, we try to see if once a man go according to the scriptures, he can never fail. You know? My Lord will really know who he choose. You understand? So when I really study it, it's like, hey, humble yourself. You know? Try to please help your brethren and them. You know, try to live peaceably with all men. As much as light in you. As much as you can tolerate, you know? And I please in the Lord. Because as I said, the Lord in control of our spirit, so you return to all men. You understand? But I know the backbiting and the lying on you and whatever. Hey, the Lord seen that. Greater is your reward. That I take that and still do it. Greater is your reward. You understand? You return unto the Lord and remember that. For the Lord's sake. So, humble yourselves, try to show the Father in you. To show Yahushua in us. That's like how Yahushua show the Father in him. You understand? How we was called here for. Let no man ever forget the calling. That the scripture say abide in the calling. But you are called, you were called. Every man ought to abide in his calling. You understand? Remember that. Right? So if you never really go through the tough and the rough and the rugged, how you can enjoy that, boy? The nice now. You understand? We call here for that. To show the Lord. Easy sacrifice, easy living sacrifice. You have to take advantage of us on work and whatnot. I think to get a lot of all these vaccines and things. You know? That hurt me. I think my son the vaccine recently. Try to break it, and I study. I think I break the Lord work. Because if I break something from it, right? And the vaccine they put to kill us and destroy us. The Lord had to see me in affliction, in pain to deliver me. And I look at it, I try to balance it. That was really one of the hardest things I had to do so far. You know? To give my son that vaccine, that was real hard for me. Trying to balance out, hey, Lord, say, no, you know, if you see a sword, you hide yourself. So I try to balance now. If I see this sword, I see this thing is danger, I shouldn't take that, huh? But then I do know the system put it so. And I'm going against the system, because the most I pray for you to obey them, humble yourselves unto them. Because I have a punishment, you know. Get yourselves right. And if I break sin, then I run from that. It's like the Lord deserves me to get punished now, or how again, how I'm going through affliction for him to deliver me, for him to want to deliver me. I'll take myself out of that. So all that was kind of hard for me. I can speak for myself. I don't know if anybody else look at it like that. But for me, it was hard. But I say, Kalalayam, Wahawad, Nahelata Yabasham Yoshai. All things. All things was done by him and for him. So let's humble myself and go through. You understand? Try to be and understand to the best of my ability. Right? So I went through, I'm going through the thing, the narrow. You understand? If I don't go through it, I want to enjoy the when it's time to relax and receive and glory now. From a glory, I want to be worthy, I want to be worthy of a glory. You understand? So it's to humble yourself, be patient, understand what the will of the Lord is. Right? So it was hard. As I said, it was hard. For me to do what I did what I did recently, But trying to obey the Lord at all to my best of my ability. And so applying myself onto the scriptures, the lifeline. Humble yourself and listen. Be patient. Right? So if you never go through the bad, how you can enjoy the good? You understand? How we can enjoy the good? So we have to go through these things. Right? Be thankful for the abundance of all things, You understand? The good, the bad, the indifferent, be thankful. So when the good come, you would appreciate the good. Because you know what the bad was like. You know what the better was like. So you would appreciate the good. You understand? You would appreciate the good. So I understand. To what I about shy. Right? Understand and be trying to be patient with it. You have to be thankful for the bad times also. Don't complain and move about it, because first of all, if we didn't do what we did, we would not be here. And I righteous judgment, be here. We're here to serve the Lord, and to get ourselves correct. The Lord still give you mercy. We working, we can buy a car, we can get a wife, we have children. We wasn't here to still enjoying yourself in this punishment. We still get a little ease up then, a little mercy. We can eat certain things that we want and all these things. But we wasn't here for that. We didn't come here for that. We come to get ourselves correct before the Lord. You understand? So, still complain about, I had this wife and this wife, that wicked nigga and all kind of shit. But you complain about how you get that wife in the first place. What was the foundation of that at getting that wife? What foundation you had when you met her? You meet you in the club. You understand? Come on. Use wisdom. Where you get that wife? How you get that wife? You understand? You can't try to turn her who into a housewife. I have to turn to a housewife, You have to know where you're about. It's the Lord will be on. We're about the Lord work here. And anything to distract and keep us away from the Lord is to separate yourself from it. That's what we're supposed to do. I don't say we always get it right, but that's what we're supposed to do. You understand? It is like I be single. Doing the will of the Lord. That we whole purpose here, to do the will of Yahweh Hashem to the best of our ability. Right? And doing His will is going according to the scriptures, Forgiving, loving, right? Helping, guiding, working with, all these things. You understand? So, Akiyam, I hope the videos are defined. Right? Give all praises to the Most High Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai, Baharaka, Shaya, Yahweh Yahushai. The bonus to the elders of Great Mason that really well, salutation to the brothers that pushing the word in truth and sincerity. Let's keep focused and let be grateful, let you be ungrateful, but grateful. Right? Because we're not supposed to have none of these things here. Remember that. You just keep coming to get yourself correct. But you're still getting little blights, so to speak. So let you be grateful. still getting a little blind. So like, we don't complain and move, we're not supposed to even have them things in the first place. So we're really complaining about a nice precept here too. So like yeah, otherwise minded. Yeah. It's a nice precept here. This is a nice precept, Galatians. Now Philippians 3:18, 15, 14. I press toward the mark for the prize of the high calling of Yahweh and Mashiach Yahushai. Let us therefore, right, as many as be perfect, be thus minded. And if in anything ye be otherwise minded, Yahweh shall reveal this even unto you. You understand? So hey, let me minded now, but let me mindful of what we really supposed to do here, what we call here for. If we otherwise minded other things, you must like reveal it unto me. So to me probably was a damaged ankle. We are studying that sweat too much or along those lines now. You understand what really in front of me, focus on what in front of me. So it's just to be mindful. Just to be mindful. Right, Akiyam? Aliyam, hold it on, be strong. Shalom, Brakata, right? Shalom, Brakata.